We're here on Jægersborggata, one of the most charming streets in Copenhagen, famous for its super cute architecture and cobblestone streets. There's a lot of independent shops and cafes here. There's also restaurant Relæ, which is one of Copenhagen's top restaurants, famous for being super sustainable. They get most of their ingredients from their own farm, the Farm of Ideas. Anders and I have both eaten here before, but never together, so we're really excited to go check out and see what's on Chef Christian Puglisi's menu tonight.
Our sourdough bread from our bakery Mirabelle. We have in olive oil tizzone from Sicily and a side plate with olive oil.
I love bread.
We got some lightly pickled mackerel from North Zealand. We serve it with 3 different varieties of tomato that we turn into tartar, let's say. So we got the Lucky Tiger, the green one, the yellow one, the orange, let's say, is a Buratino, and then brandy wine, the red. We finish with a bit of marigold and marigold oil and tomato water.
So it's a couple, Gianmarco and Clementine, and of course he's Italian, very Italian, and she's very French. This is dry, rosé, and very hip rose played and very fruity. I think also I define them as the most French of the Italian winemakers, in a way that they use only small woods, so barrels, and they age the wine for quite some time. The cellar has a very high humidity and level, and also it's quite cold, so the wine is very safe and stable.
It tastes like zucchini fries. Wow, it's like fair memories. Cabbage never tasted this good. So we have a lovely pom-pom mushroom from Beyond Coffee, so just down the street. So we just pin it with sourdough crumbs from our lovely sourdough bread. And then we deep fry it and cover it with pickled puree and truffles from Umbria that come from organic forests, so they're actually certified organic, which is pretty cool. Tastes like chicken.
Danish crayfish, served grilled with an extra sauce. It's made on the charcuterie trims from Bæst, which is the restaurant, and then infused with some squid, fried squid. Enjoy.
German striped tomatoes from the farm. Very large and juicy. Just gently heat them on top of the stove. We don't really cook them, we just let the juices start flowing. And we use all the trimmings as a sauce on top, seasoned with smoked pork fat.
Medium rare. That's how I like my tomatoes. Still pink. Crispy.
Pork from Hinson, so northern Twin. So I've been working with them for many years. This is a dish, kind of a classic. It's actually in the book, so it's got some years on it. So we have slow cooked pork neck. Paul's pigs, they eat a lot of rye in their diet, so we've decided to pair it with some rye grains, some sprouted buckwheat, and then we have a sauce made from the pork bones with a bit of pork fat.
We have corn parfait, sourdough cracker, and oregano coming from our farm. So just like a little ice cream sandwich for you to eat with your hands. Well, that was our best meal at Relæ yet.
For sure.
It was a menu of the best of their favorite dishes from the past few years, and
the past 10 years, I guess.
10 years is a decade full of greatest hits, and they were all really good.
So I've only been to Relæ 3 times before, and you've been once.
Just once.
For sure the best meal for me.
It really highlights what amazing vegetables can taste like, because you don't get vegetables like this everywhere, like those tomatoes.
Yeah, those tomatoes, we've had those tomatoes at Bæst and Manfreds as well. Usually I don't love those big tomatoes. Usually I find the smaller tomatoes to be much better, but these were so good, so tasty.
What was your favorite dish?
That one comes to mind, but probably the favorite was the deep fried mushroom with the truffle.
That was my favorite. It was supposed to be like a chicken nugget, but
totally tasted, or it totally had the texture of chicken. Obviously, it didn't taste exactly like chicken.
Juicy and tender, and then of course topped with truffles is a happy meal.
Makes everything better. What else? What was the dish we had?
I loved the slow-cooked pork neck. That was really good with the rye and the barley, the main course.
That was good, but I was thinking about the cabbage with the egg yolk cream.
That was another favorite.
And was it basil wrapped inside?
Yeah, basil inside really pumped it with flavor.
Super good.
Best cabbage ever.
Yeah.
Veggies.
So despite having been there 3 times and you've been there once, and so we have 4 different reference meals, I only recognized 1 dish, so obviously we haven't been enough to Relæ. But the corn dessert, I think I recognized that from my first meal in 2014 or 15.
Well, their menu changes so much because it's what's seasonal in their farm, so of course it's not possible for us to have tried everything, but this menu, if you can go, it's one of the best.
Yeah, really good.